Wakey, wakey.
That could have been so bad.
Wakey, wakey. I have a Monday morning shift, but I'm probably gonna get sent home. But it's okay this time because I have another job. So now I actually want to get home. So that means I probably won't get sent home.
Now I'm trying to get home. That way we can go Thursday. That way we can go finish errands, and then we can do Thursday.
Where's the other app?
Or Postmates.
Or your mom. Maritza, I have to go.
No.
Yeah. I'll try and come back.
What do you mean he'll try to come back?
I mean, I'll just leave.
What?
Lupe always does it.
Yeah, just go. Go.
Alright, pups.
No, don't leave him. Don't leave me with him. I'm gonna die. You're gonna come back to a depressed person. Right, so right now I'm working on the paperwork and all that stuff. So yeah, it's tedious, but I think I'm gonna do it online, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna call them in. So yeah. Right, so right now I'm working on the paperwork and all that stuff. So yeah, it's tedious, but I think I'm gonna do it online, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna call them in. So yeah. Alright, so we just got back from outside, and Thor made some friends. He played with them for like 30 minutes, and now he's laying down. But he rolled in the ground. He got as dirty as he could get. So now guess what time it is? His first bath time. And no.
I just got back and look what I came to.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
I'm really scared of leaving this one. It's feathers. So,
Then don't leave it for him. Give him a different blanket.
can you bring the red one out and take this one?
Yes.
Love you, no. I love you so much, but no. Bring him that one, and then also bring him the white one.
The white one?
No.
Here. The dog is being peed. He's peed. He's eaten and stuff, so.
He's been peed.
So we're gonna go out and run some errands. We're gonna, what are we faxing? To what?
My insurance preference. Because that way maybe I can get the birthing hospital that I want. And maybe I can also get Genrich. So
So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna go try and work a little bit with the job that I got previously. I get another one that's the same thing. So if I never get any orders from the other app, then I'll just use the other app. So I'll always have an order, if that makes any sense.
show them how you rock your purse. So James is really sweet, and he takes my purse from me,
Get out of here, woman.
and I appreciate him. Right, so we're done, and we faxed it, so everything should be good.
Oh, bump.
And now we're gonna go get gas, and then after that, if we don't get an order or anything, we're gonna get a Petco.
Order as our job thing.
Yeah.
The orders.
Yeah. We're gonna get a Petco and get Thor some treats because he was very depressed about not having treats.
It was.
He looked at the bag and was like looking for treats in there.
How was he looking in the bag?
Because I had it down on the ground after his bath to get him to stay still, and so I put his face in the bag. So yeah.
something did not go according to plan, and we'll explain when we get back inside.
Yeah, and we have Thor with us to make us feel better.
Yeah, I think we're in trouble with the company that I'm with. I don't know
Well,
if
if it's that awful to them, then they can just take it out of the money we made today.
we essentially lost something, but I'll explain in more depth in just a second. Well, we also want to see if Thor's happy to see us, don't we?
Of course he's happy to see us. He's our baby. Bigger than I can keep.
Come here.
How did you get it? He got toothpaste.
Where?
Oh my gosh, buddy! You went through everything. Yeah, you want to.
So essentially what happened was we were doing deliveries and everything, and you're not supposed to have your phone like almost dead. But we left the house with it at like 30%, so we were like, we can get a few orders in before we have to head back, because we're only gonna be out for like an hour or two. And we finished the last 2 orders, and we got one more order, and our phone was at like 7%. It wasn't too far away. We were like, yeah, it'll be easy. Maritza was like obviously a little wary, so was I, but I mean, it's not like a big deal. So we accepted it, and we started going to it was a Whataburger, it was a burger place, and we got there, we picked up the food, it wasn't even expensive, so we were like, oh, it's gonna be a bad tip. We got the food, we started driving to the apartment.
Oh, and the food wasn't prepaid.
Yeah, the food wasn't prepaid,
Yeah.
so we had to wait in line to get everything.
And you have to use the company card to
Yeah.
buy it.
And we don't know this until we get to the restaurant, okay? And so obviously the phone is slowly dying, so now it's at 5%. And I'm telling Marissa, like, keep it on, keep it off, and the Google Map
Yeah.
will speak itself. We'll know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were driving to the apartment complex, and it was like 6 miles away. And lo and behold, the phone that we bought is a crappy one, so it died. No, what happened was we had to take a picture of the receipt and send it to the company. But since our battery was at 5%, the camera said, or the phone said, battery too low to access camera. And if you don't access the camera to take a picture and send to them, then they don't give you the address to go drop off the food. So we're like, well, what the hell are we supposed to do? We don't have a charger. Last time we brought the charger, it made the car battery die. We're in the middle of nowhere. We don't know where we are. And so we try and call the company, and they don't have an option to call the company. So we call the customer, and we're like, great. I tell the customer what's up. He seems okay. He's a little bit like, I felt like he was on the stupid side. He was like slow answering me. But he told me his address. And so we put it in the phone. We were going there. About 3/4 of the way there, guess what happens?
The phone is dead.
The phone just turns off. And Maritza's like, well, what do we do now? But I took down his address, the number of the road, the apartment complex code, the apartment number, and the apartment building. So we were like, we should...
Except the apartment name,
Yeah,
because he never gave it to us.
He didn't give us the apartment name. And so we spent at least 45 minutes just looking around at every single apartment complex.
Yeah, it is.
And he gave us
bad.
the building 17 and
The apartment number 306. And if you know anything about apartments, you know that's not how it works.
yes. And the number he gave us, what was the number? Like 2846 for the actual road, before the road. It's the first number on the address.
Well, no, the number was 9867 or something like that. And I know there is a 9867 because there was a 9800. No, there has to be a 9800 if there's a 9900. But the thing is, you couldn't find it. It
just wasn't there. And so what we did to try and find it was...
We took every side road.
And we went into every single apartment complex and tried every single gate code. And even in most of them, even if the gate code didn't work, we still looked around. But no apartment complex had building 17 with the apartment number that he had on it. Like, it just wasn't there. So, I mean, eventually we just didn't know what to do. And so we just kept driving around. At this point, we were just like, well, right now we're losing money. And so I made the decision.
We had to go home.
Yeah, so we gave the food to a homeless person, and it's not like we gave a $100 meal, it was $10.
Yeah.
And so
it was a nice meal. So
yeah, so right now the phone's charging, and so we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see if people like called us, and like to ask what's happened because it's happened before, but not as extreme. It was the
Yeah,
other person's fault. Yeah.
and the food was already paid for.
Yeah.
So it's more of a like, yeah, it wasn't that much of an issue, and we didn't have to provide like any proof of what we bought. But with this one, it's gonna be really difficult because they're gonna be like, well, we don't know what you bought, and blah 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 blah, and how do we know this is gonna take it? And then the person is probably gonna be like, oh, the food was never delivered, and they told me that their phone died. Like, I don't know, he's gonna make it sound bad. Like, I know how mad the people get when your food doesn't get delivered, because James and I have been one of those people.
So it's pretty late right now, so I'm gonna end it here because Maritza's sleeping. Never mind, she's awake. Look at her all salty over there. If it'll focus, because it never focuses. Good night.